at center, 6'9" senior, number 50, Dani Arcau. The Argos are coached by Anthony Owens, assisted by Kevin Smith. And now, let's meet the starters from your Montana Tech. Starting at guard, 5'11" freshman out of Duke, number 1, Caleb Goldston. At guard, 5'9" sophomore out of Sacramento, number 3, Jalen Cole. At guard, 6'3" freshman out of Great Falls, number 4, Lucas Ivey. Over to 6'5" junior out of Houston, number 5, Cruz Gibbs Jr. And in the post, the 6'7" senior out of Madison Lake, number 44, Paul Eastrom. The Raiders are coached by Matt O'Hara, assisted by Chris Klein.
All right, everybody, we are set for the second of our doubleheader. It's the men's turn. Tech in the home white, and the Argos of Great Falls in the road gray with blue and yellow trim. Sergio Berkeley's number 5, Darren Lockett, 22, Sigmund Farmer, the third, number 24. I'm going to leave off the third from here on out, if I can. Malik Barnes, 44, and Daniel Arcau, number 50, the 6'9" senior from Spain. That's the start for Great Falls. For Montana Tech, it's a fairly small starting lineup. You've got Paul Engstrom, the big fellow in the post, at 6'7", 210. But then it's Cale Goldset at 5'11", Jalen Coates at 5'9", Lucas Vining at 6'3", and Cruz Gibbs Jr. at 6'5". Tech coming into this 6-17, 1-10 in the conference, and Great Falls 10-10 overall, 3-8 in conference play. That lone conference win for Tech, that's right, against Great Falls on the road a few weeks ago. Great Falls starts out in the man-to-man defense. That pass intended a little screen and roll for Engstrom, and it must have been off a Tech player because it goes back to Great Falls. Anthony Owens is their head coach in his second season at Great Falls, and Patrick O'Hara in his third season here at Tech, at least as their head coach. He was assistant for 2 years behind Coach Aaron Velichko. This is Malik Barnes. Goes right at the defense, and they're going to call the jump ball. They spread the wealth and the minutes out for Great Falls. They have 2 guys averaging in double figures. Their leading scorer is Garrett Givens, who's coming off the bench at only 13.3 a game. So they really move it around. This is Arcau. Arcau starts, but only gets about 19 a night. And our first foul of the night. Foul is on Lockett, and so Coates will go to the line to shoot 2. Jalen Coates had 16 points on Thursday night. Coates, one of the leading scorers in the conference at 17.7. His free throw percentage has taken a dip as the season has gone on. He's just over 60%. Engstrom's just under 80%. And Cruz Gibbs Jr. is shooting 86%. 2-0 early on here. Down, nowhere to go. No double team. They're going to trust Paul to guard him one-on-one. This is Cale Goldseth. Goldseth and Lucas Vining got a lot of minutes the other night and really need to be more productive if they're going to see those minutes tonight. Cruz Gibbs was feeling it Thursday night. That one no good, but he had a run in both halves where he was just on fire. No good. Great Falls can't buy a basket. Cale Goldseth, he had 34 minutes on Thursday night. It had 6 points, 0 rebounds, and 0 assists. He has got to do more when he's on the court. Same thing for Lucas Vining, who has had a very good freshman year. But in 32 minutes, Lucas had 5 points, 1 rebound, no assists. Missed by Engstrom, who had another double-double last night. Pull up from 15, no good. Engstrom with another rebound. And this is what Coates does really well. Goes right to the basket, uses the left hand. It's a 4-0 lead. Argos have missed their first 3 shots. Arcau again. Viney might have gotten a piece of that one. Here comes Coates. Little stutter step, pull up. Off the glass, no good. Pretty high pace for only 4 points on the board. Tough take by Darren Lockett, the senior from Rialto, California, via San Bernardino Valley College, going right at Cale Goldseth. Lockett averaging just under 10 a night. Givens and Lamar Foley, the 2 leading scorers this year for Great Falls, have only played 8 and 7 games apiece. So they, I am guessing at this point, are probably injured and not here tonight. 6-2 off of the tip in by Gins. Arcau with a nice touch for the big fella. He's shooting 50% from the floor, averaging 6.8 points a game and just over 4 rebounds. Engstrom just beyond the free throw line. He's missed his first 2. Before the basket, they're going to call that one again on Cale Goldseth as Lockett went right at him. That's his first team foul. So Lockett clearly going to try and exploit that matchup with Cale Goldseth, who Cale at 5'11", is about 160 soaking wet, whereas Lockett's got some pretty good size on him. Did not affecting that one by John McCarr. McCarr again. Free throw line extended, no good. Engstrom with the rebound. McCarr had a career-high 21 points against LC State on Thursday. Vining, three-pointer, no good. And Engstrom is going to get the loose ball foul. 6-4, 15-13 to go here in the first half. This is Berkeley with it. And Lockett again is going to pick up the foul. And that's 2 quick ones on Engstrom, so he's going to have to go take a seat at the 15:06 mark in the first half. That has been a reoccurring theme for Engstrom, averaging only 27.8 minutes a night. It's still a lot of minutes, but he would be on the court longer if not for stretches like this where he gets in foul trouble. He was in a bit of foul trouble on Thursday night as well. Fleming Okike has just checked in about a second in the ball game. He gets a foul as the entry pass went into John McCarr. 4th team foul on the Diggers. Isaac Howard has checked in from Shoto, number 31. And another foul, this one on Cruz Gins Jr., so the foul starting to mount up. as Sigmund Farmer went baseline. 5 team fouls on the Diggers. Berkeley out of Jacksonville, Arkansas, straight to the rim. Defensive breakdown. He's going to be hard to guard one-on-one. You have got to step over and help out on a weak side defense, and nobody did. Vining, pull up 3. Cruz Gins gets the offensive rebound. Excuse me. That's Akeem Williams. Yeah, check that. That's Fleming Okike. And Akeem Williams is going to check in. Okike, a 65% free throw shooter on the year. Akeem Williams in, and Coates will take a seat. 7-6 Diggers on top. 14:26 to go. First half. Peter Young with you here on a Saturday night. Sean Ryan not here for the call. He's down in Arizona playing a little bit of golf. Missed a good one earlier. The women fell to Great Falls. The score really wasn't that close, 89-75, but it was a good game for much of it. Jared Burris just checked in out of Aurora, Colorado. 5'8" freshman. McCarr with it to Farmer. The Farmer goes right around Okike. Farmer averaging 9.4 a night. Goldset thought he was going to step into it. Passes to Gins Jr. in the corner for 3. No good. And he runs it down. Okike from the other corner. That one no good. Both teams have their small lineups in. They're going to call an offensive. Great Falls out of control as Isaac Howard ran right into the defense. Media timeout, 13:29 to go in the first half. It is an 8-8 ball game on the Best Western scoreboard. Neither team really lighting it up offensively. Great Falls 4 for 12. Montana Tech 2 of 11, but 4 of 4 from the free throw line. $13:29 to go. 8 apiece here as Montana Tech trying to get their second league win of the season and make it a 2-0 versus Great Falls, which if they do this, that'll give them 2 wins. Great Falls has 3. If Tech can get another conference win on the year, they might sneak into the Frontier Conference playoffs. Now they really got to pick it up offensively. They had only 4 assists against MSU Northern on Thursday night. They find themselves either tied or in last in a number of offensive categories, including field goal percentage and assists per game. Shot no good. Barnes with the rebound. Tech continues to be cold. This is Berkeley. Berkeley with a little runner. No good. And Carson Doomer with the rebound, who has just checked in, the redshirt freshman, 6'8", from Helena. Doomer's got the height advantage. Nice kick out. Hakeem Williams. A little unorthodox looking shot, but it'll go. His first shot of the night, and the Diggers with a 2-point lead. Boy, a lot of dribbling for Bird. Nobody open. Good help by Lucas Vining. 5 to shoot. Bird just has the ball in his hands way too much, and he fires off a three-pointer and drains it. His first bucket of the night. Jared Burr, this is only his 11th game. He's taken 3 shots all year, 2 of them three-pointers, and he's made them both. Williams going to drive again. Kicks it out to Goldseth, who has to be ready to shoot that three-pointer. Little runner, no good. And Barnes with another rebound. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Gins goes high for the rebound. Howard on the miss. It has been up and down so far, but neither team really making any shots, and Cruz Gins Jr. shot that one from the interstate. Tech now 3 of 15 from the floor. Ouch. 11-10 Argos with the lead. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Shot a little rushed by John McCarr right over Carson Doomer. I think Carr could have taken a bit more time with that one. Great Falls into the zone. This is where Marcel Towns a few years ago would get so many steals for Great Falls, and Gins is not even close. And maybe he saw the subs at the scorer's table, so he thought he'd fire off another three-pointer before he had to go sit down. So Engstrom back in, along with Jalen Coates and Okike in the big game as well. So you've got Williams, Okike, Engstrom, Vining, and Coates on the floor for Montana Tech. 10.5 to play, low scoring because neither team has really been shooting the ball well. Arcau back in the game, one-on-one on Engstrom. Spin move, left hand. He's been short on a couple of those. And no double team coming because he has yet to prove he can hit that shot. Vining to Williams. In the corner, shot no good. Coates with another offensive rebound. That's 4 here in the first half for Montana Tech. Tech now 3 of 17. There is a pretty tight lid on the rim right now. Engstrom, great position. And the block from behind, and Engstrom misses another layup and gets the offensive rebound, and again he misses. Engstrom with 3 opportunities. And the foul over the back by Okike, that'll be his second. Well, Engstrom had a fantastic night on Thursday with 12 points, 13 rebounds. He is on pace to get 13-plus rebounds tonight. He had about 2 or 3 on that last possession. But he has also yet to score. He's 0 for 5, or I guess 0 for 6 or 7, depending on how many shots you give him on that possession. Jumper from 15 feet, good, pretty. Isaac Howard, the lefty. And an offensive on Jalen Coates as Jared Burr stepped in front of the bus and picked up the charge. 7th team foul. So on the next one, Great Falls will be shooting 1-on-1. 13-10, Argos on top. 9.5 to go here in the first half. Great Falls shooting under 30%. Tech shooting 15%. And an offensive as Jared Burr was wide open thanks to Daniel Arcau, who had picked up Jalen Coates and was dragging him across the court like a piece of luggage. Fourth team foul on the Argos. Gins back in, and he ought to be a little bit more judicious with his three-pointers. He's 0 for 3 tonight, and he's barely drawn iron on any of them. Tech still in the zone, running the zone offense because Great Falls is in the zone. Gins on the drive, right at Arcau. Off the glass, no good. And almost another offensive rebound for Gins. Fleming gets it. To Engstrom. And an offensive, a late call on Engstrom. That's his third. That is the 8th team foul. And so Engstrom is done for the first half with 8:50 to go. He has barely played 5 or 6 minutes this entire half. Down to Arcau, who goes right around Doomer, who recovers. But Arcau is now 1 for 5. He hit that one free throw jumper, but inside 5 feet, he hasn't been close. Coates from deep. Short, and he gets the friendly roll. First made 3 of the night for Tech. They were 0 for 7 prior to that one. Tied up at 13 on your Best Western scoreboard, 8:12 to go. Both teams going up and down the floor, but the points have been hard to come by. Team foul. So that's the second on Coates. He will take a seat, and Goldseth back in. Boy, the shooting not pretty for Tech tonight. Engstrom 0 for 5. Okike 0 for 2. Gins 1 for 6. Lucas Vining 0 for 2. Jalen Coates so far with quote-unquote the hot hand. He's 2 for 3. And he's hit both of his free throws. He's got 7. That went in and out for Burr. Still tied with 8 to go. John Chapman with the ball, out to Goldseth. They try to get the ball inside to Doomer, who is being guarded by McCarr. .15 to shoot. Somebody's going to have to try and create a shot or get a good pass off. And that one in and out of the hands of Okike. This is Burr. Another Tech turnover. That's 4. Bounce pass to Farmer. And a turnover. And they're going to call a foul on Berkeley as he was going for the loose ball. Chapman had position. And so that is the 6th team foul on the Argos. And Coach O'Haron wants to talk things over. He called a 30-second timeout. He got 7:27 to go in the first half, and it is 13-13. So 2 touchdowns and a missed extra point. Oh, sorry, that's football. Just a lot of missed shots. Tech basketball, tied up at 13. Montana Tech has taken 22 shots and they've only hit 4. Some of them have been very good. Close shots by Paul Engstrom. Others have been a little ill-advised. But neither team has found the range. And a foul on the inside. They're going to call that one on McCarr as he was trying to prevent the interior pass to Doomer. So is that the 17th foul or the 6th? That should be 1 and 1, should it not? No, apparently they must have got the fouls incorrect. The scoreboard showed 6 a moment ago. So that must have been the 6 right now. Doomer with the offensive rebound to Goldseth. Chapman, nice job swinging the ball around, and that's a travel. That's a good call. The scoreboard still shows 16 fouls for Great Falls. It was at 6 on the previous foul, so perhaps they had it wrong on the board. Vining back in the game for Montana Tech. And Okike will take a seat. 7:05 to go in this low-scoring game. That Best Western scoreboard has not been all that busy tonight. Not a whole lot to report on. High screen. Burr doesn't use it. Barnes from the elbow, no good. Loose ball rebound to Lucas Vining. Tech with a chance to take the lead, under 7 to play in the first half. Goldseth thought about the three. He could actually shoot it over Burr, and he goes by him. The tip is in by Cruz Gins Jr. That's his second bucket of the night. Howard right to the glass, and Doomer is called for the foul. Nice hands by the big fella as they reward him for running down the court. That's his first 10th team foul. Media timeout with 6:24 to go in the first half. Diggers with the 2-point lead, 15-13. Howard at the line to shoot two. You take a look at his body and the way he plays. He has only been to the free throw line 9 times, taken 9 shots before these two. So this is his 11th free throw on the season. That number should be a lot higher. He makes 1 out of 2. Tech still with the 1-point lead, 15-14. 6:20 to play. Pretty good crowd on hand here at Calvin Sampson Court. A little bit of a halftime festivities. Little dance routine, I'm guessing. Cale Goldseth. And Cale, I think, really kind of dribbled his way into a foul there on Doomer. You screen, you go and you use it. Don't just dribble around in a circle. And so for Doomer, that is his second foul. So you got Engstrom with 3, Doomer with 2. Coach O'Hara might have thought about putting Engstrom back at the game, but you cannot do that with a 1-point lead and under 6 to go in the first half. Howard, step back 3, not even close. Probably not the shot that Coach Owens wanted. Barnes to Burr. .14 to shoot. Doomer with pretty good defense. McCarr, who had, again, that great night on Thursday, just has not found the distance. Chapman for a wide-open 3. Good look by Goldseth. No good. Goldseth gets the pass out, and that one no good. Cruz Gins Jr. is doing a great job on the offensive glass. He's got 9 rebounds. Barnes nearly lost it. This has been a pretty sloppy game offensively. Both teams are playing really hard, though. It's fun to watch going up and down the court. But they just can't make shots. Farmer, good pass, and he misses the layup. 15-14 still. Goldseth. Tech now 5 of 26 shooting. Great Falls not much better, 6 of 22. Eight to shoot. Goldseth penetrates. Chapman for three. Misses that one. Doesn't even hit the rim. 4:24 to go. I don't know if I have seen a college basketball game like this offensively. That is another missed layup. And Farmer's had good looks. He's elevating, getting right to the glass. And offensive. Easy call for the official. Good defense by Jared Burr. So Okike comes in, and Doomer will take a seat. Chapman will also take a seat. And Akeem Williams is in. So a very short lineup in for Tech, because you've got Daniel Arcau out there at 6'9". So you got Okike on him. And Okike is 6'5". Lucas Vining at 6'3". Goldseth at 5'11", and Akeem at 6'1". And inexplicably, they're not going to Arcau. Go figure. Instead, they go to Marcu, and it's Arcau with the tip. So Makar with the miss and Arcau with the tip. And the Argos have the 1-point lead, 16-15. Okike with Arcau on him. Pretty good defense by the big fella, and he gets the rebound. Berkeley, DeBurr. Got to know where that Burr kid is at all times. He doesn't shoot a whole lot, but when he does, he seems to make every one of them. Berkeley, DeBurr again. Now they go to Arcau with Okike on him. Good defense, and they're going to call a travel. You would like to see at 6'9", Arcau just take a drop step and shoot over Okike. I guess you would like to see that if you're the Great Falls head coach. Text me at Peter Young 32 if you have ever seen a more low-scoring college first half. 16-15 under 3 to play. And again, both teams playing high energy up and down the court, crashing the boards. They just can't hit a shot. Another short miss. Berkeley with the rebound. Tech now 5 of 30. That's just hard to explain. Now they go to Arcau. Good job by Okike to push him out. Now he's starting this post move about 10 feet out. Pretty good footwork for Arcau, and that's his second made basket of the night. Check that, his third. He had that tip. 18-15. 3-point lead on your Best West board. It's a pretty big lead. Okike on the big fella. No good. And a late call. A late call by the far official right in front of the Great Falls bench. Akeem Williams hit the decks. Or was it Okike who hit it? Because Okike is going to 1. They call the foul on Sergio Berkeley. That's the second loose ball foul on Berkeley. Nothing dirty. He's just a hard player, scrappy. At least from what I can tell. He's just playing hard. First one is good for Okike. Okike making the most of his minutes this year. 6.2 rebounds a night, 6.9 points. And he's only playing 20 minutes a night. So Farmer back in, and Berkeley will take a seat with 2 fouls. You got under 2 to play, 18-16. Gets 1 out of 2, and Gins Jr. almost gets the offensive rebound. He has 9 rebounds in the first half. And so now the official talking to both players saying, hey, guys, just play. No more talking. Ian Carr is number 52, the senior 6'6", out of Linwood University, or the transfer, but from St. Kitts, which my geography is not the greatest, but I believe that is the Caribbean or the Caribbean. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. So Howard will take a seat. And again. This has been the pitch ahead to Cale Goldseth for the layup. That's his first bucket of the night. Tie game at 18 all. 1:35 to go. And these two teams, folks, have not tried to slow it down. This has not been a defensive battle where each possession goes down to the shot clock. They just can't make buckets. Arcau gets that gift. He now has 8. Leading scorer on both teams, 20-18. Skip pass to Goldseth, who manages to save it at 5'11", to Okike. Shot no good. A lot of rebounds in the first half. Tech has 26, including 10 offensive. And Great Falls with 22. Well, that was a lazy cross-court pass. Arcau, short, nearly gets his offensive rebound, and it will stay with Great Falls. Well, with Doomer with 2 fouls and Engstrom with 3, Coach O'Haron is really forced to just stay with this short lineup. Watch the out-of-bounds. They're going to right to Arcau, and they do. You saw that one coming. There really wasn't a whole lot Okike could do. I don't know if that was a set play, but it was so obvious. Burr just had to throw it to him. And the 5'8" Burr delivered it to the 6'9" Arcau. 22-18. A bit of a spurt here in the last 2 minutes for Great Falls has them up 4. Well, it has not been a pretty offensive exhibition tonight. Tech with 2 assists in the first half, Great Falls with 4. Great Falls shooting 33%, Tech at 18%, including 1 of 11 from the three-point line. And in fairness to Tech, a lot of those missed shots have been really close. Engstrom missed a bunch. Coates has missed a few. Gins has missed a few. They've been pretty good shots. The shot selection has not been that bad. 8th team foul on the Argos. So Akeem Williams to the line, and he will shoot 1 and 1, a 68% free throw shooter. Ian Carr will take a seat. He wasn't out there for very long. Berkeley back in. So you've got Sadiq Inua on the bench with a bulky knee. Engstrom on the bench with 3 fouls, and Doomer on the bench with 2. Thus, you have a starting lineup, or not a starting lineup, but 5 guys out there for Tech right now where the average height is just north of 6 foot. He gets them both, 22-20. Despite the poor shooting, it has been a close game and fairly entertaining. This is a huge weekend for Tech. They didn't play well on Thursday. They still almost pulled out the win. If they can get the win tonight, this will be their second in conference play and give them a chance to sneak into the Frontier Conference Tournament. Howard not even close on that 3-point attempt. And it will be Tech basketball. 4.2 to go. Chance for one more shot. They're going to take Berkeley out. Smart move. He's got the 2 fouls. Frank Gump the third. Don't know if he's related to Forrest, has come in. Gins for three. Made it close. So at the half, 22-20 on the best Russian scoreboard. The visiting Argos trying to get the road win. Conference wins have been hard to come by for them as well. They're 3 of 8, but they've been even harder for Tech. Montana Tech with just one win, one really quality win since all the way back to November. And that one on the road against Great Falls. So they're trying to get the sweep here tonight. They're going to have to do a better job shooting in the second half. I'm going to take a breather. When we come back, I'll have first half stats.
Last one.
Do they have enough?
I don't have any more out here, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's halftime performance is brought to you by B on the Edge Dance and Tumbling. Fans, put your hands together for B on the Edge.
So My name is John Wick. I am a graphic designer as well as a teacher and executive director, and I wear a whole lot of other hats. I basically want to drink coffee and make really cool things. My experience at Tech really gave me the confidence to say, well, I can go out and do that stuff. Montana Tech really legitimized and helped me develop the skills that I didn't even really know that I had. Montana Tech was my solution.
Man, got some chew?
No, man. This stuff's dangerous.
Hey, can I get a zip?
No way.
Why not?
Give me one good reason.
It's full of toxic chemicals.
Rots your teeth, and it causes cancer.
Prove it.
So right in the can.
Why do you do it?
So then why do you do?
I remember the moment
I'll never forget that moment.
that changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. Somebody.
Who had to sit much of that first half saddled with those 3 fouls. .24 all on the Best Western scoreboard, 18 to play. And there we are, folks. Welcome back. Farmer with a little hook, no good. Arcau with the offensive rebound and the putback. 26-24, Argos on top. First half leaders Daniel Arcau had 10 points. Engstrom was over from the floor, but has hit his first 2 here in the second half. Coates, 3 to shoot, Goldseth, and he traveled. So the turnover gives it back to Great Falls. 26-24, 17-20 to go. The first half saw a ton of missed shots. 21 missed shots by Great Falls and 27 by Montana Tech. Arcau, boy, wide open. Somehow Engstrom got hung up on the screen, and the big Spaniard throws it down. 28-24. Goldseth nearly stripped as he went up, but is fouled by Berkeley and will shoot 2. Goldseth on the season has actually shot more free throws than I would have thought. He's at 76%. So you look at a guy like Goldseth, and then again take Isaac Howards for Great Falls. Howard coming to this game has shot 9 free throws. Cale has shot 34. So Goldseth very aggressive when he's got the ball in his hands. Has done a much better job of tonight of making himself a presence on the offensive end, because in 34 minutes on Thursday just did not do much. 6 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. Not exactly stuffing the stat sheet tonight, but he has been more aggressive. Pretty good move by Malik Barnes. Can't get it to drop. Berkeley runs it down, offensive rebound. Here's Barnes again. Farmer might have dragged the pivot foot. Now they go into Arcau. He's got a mismatch. Vining on him. Vining slapped at it. You could hear it from where I was, and that'll send the big fellow to the line. That's the second team foul to half, and Vining's second personal. Dak's stats not yet up and running here for the second half, so I don't have updated stats for you in terms of shooting percentages. But I can tell you that the big fella, Daniel Arcau, is having a nice game. 29-26, 16-18 to go. Got a nice touch. Only shooting 63% from the free throw line this year. Gets those two to drop, and it's a 4-point lead. Vining in and out. It's been a tough weekend for him. Had only 5 points on Thursday, and so far tonight he has yet to hit a shot. Got his hand in the passing lane on that pass. Turnover, Coates with it. Gins for three. Shot may have been tipped. Oh, and Gins on the other end with a big block. And Coates tried to dribble the ball in between Berkeley's legs. And they got to call a foul on Berkeley. And that is his fourth. So he picked up two quick ones. So Berkeley will have to take a seat. Burr checks in. It has been amazingly up and down, frenetic pace. A lot of passes, a lot of shots, and yet to be this low scoring is amazing. 30-26. Got about 15 minutes to play. Goldset just kicked that one off his knee. Too much dribbling. Boy, Arcau really going at it with Lucas Vining. And oh, nobody decided to pick up Malik Barnes, who went right at the rim and just attacked it with the flush. Everybody was looking at Vining and Arcau going at it. And Barnes with the easiest dunk he's had all year. Goldseth picked up by Burr. Now they go inside to Engstrom. And an ill-advised entry pass by Gins as Burr saw it coming. Good hands by Engstrom just to catch that pass. First on Burr, that's the third team foul this half. Pass into Engstrom. Again, not a very good pass. Four guys around him. And he took a shot to the knee and to the jaw. Another tech turnover. Arcau, he's not going to shoot that. 32-26. They have the lead. Fadeaway, no good. Engstrom with another rebound. Engstrom from 16. He hit one earlier this half. Can't get that one to drop. Coates nearly gets the steal, and he does. I think Goldseth thought he could not pick that ball up, was hesitant to do so. I don't know if they're going to give Coates the steal or not. He's averaging 2 steals a game. On Thursday night, took over the conference lead in that category from Shikey Smalls. 13:46 to play, media timeout. 32-26 on your Best Western scoreboard. Coaching staff for Tech is just thinking, what do we have to do to get some more points on the board? Tech ball out of bounds underneath, down 6. Plenty of time. And 5-second count, quick 5. But he's got to get rid of that one quicker. Tech into the 2-3 zone. Presumably to try and protect Engstrom from getting another foul. There's another steal by Coates. The pitch ahead to Goldseth with a wide open layup. 32-28. Great Falls the other way. Farmer thought he had the alley-oop, or at least wanted it. Tough pass into side to McCarr, and he gets his shot blocked by Gins. And Coates, before the shot, is fouled on the ground. Foul is on Howard. And Coach Anthony Owens for the Great Falls wants to call timeout, talk things over. That's the second foul on Howard, 14 foul. 12:59 to go. 32-28 on the Best Western scoreboard. $12:59 to go in the ball game. 32-26 your score. Peter Young with you here on this Saturday night. There's Coach Morrell in the background, the head football coach and athletic director at Montana Tech. He's got 2 conference championships along with Chancellor Don Blacketer. Is that how you say the last name, Blacketer? Yep. So enjoying a conversation. 2 pretty close games for a while, the women's game, and they got it down to 5 points. And then Great Falls pulled away. This one has been close throughout. These 2 teams are a combined 22 out of 80 shooting the ball tonight. Wow. Daniel Arcau is having a great night. He's got 18 points, 5 rebounds. Nobody else on the floor is in double digits. Gins, no good. Farmer with the rebound. Tech continues to struggle from behind the arc. They're now 1 of 14. The kick out. Howard for 3, no good. Arcau gets the offensive rebound and then loses it. Good ball movement to Williams. To Vining, wide open. 3, yes! (32-31) cuts the deficit to 1. The best-looking offensive possession of the night for Tech by far. $12 minutes to play. Arcau's had the hot hand. That one no good. He's had a lot of good looks. That's the 10th rebound of the night for Gins. Here comes Coates. Skip past Devine. Coates, wide open 3, fadeaway, yes! Two-point lead for the Diggers. 34-32, 2 straight three-pointers. The crowd here at Calvin Sampson Court fired up. After starting out 1 of 13, they've hit 2 straight from behind the arc. 11.5 to play, 34-32. Tech with the 2-point lead. Now shooting around 25% for the game. Great Falls at right about 31%. Good closeout by Williams. Into Arcau. Engstrom has to be careful, can't pick up his fourth. And Arcau now with 20 points. Gins with the runner. Gets his own offensive putback and is fouled. Count it. Cruz Gins Jr. at times puts up some wild shots. He's 0 for 5 beyond the three-point arc tonight. But he's got 11 rebounds, 6 points. And he has done a fantastic job of crashing the boards. Tech now with 11 offensive rebounds. And he's a great free throw shooter, shooting 86%. Puts Tech back on top by 3. This is a big 10 minutes for the Digger basketball team. Conference wins this year have been very tough. It's the one team they've been able to beat. The lob, you saw that one coming. Burr trying to get it to Howard, and it was a bit too high. Or was that Barnes? That was Malik Barnes who was the recipient of that pass. That was about 12 feet high. Chance to build on the lead. Gins. Coates with 7 to shoot. Over Arcau. And he's fouled. That's the second on Burr tonight. 6th team foul of the half. So Coates will shoot 2. Tech has done a fantastic job at the free throw line tonight. They're 10 of 11. Rebounds are about even. So are turnovers. Neither team is getting a lot of points off of the passing. Tech with 5 assists and Great Falls with 4. So Arcau's going to get a breather. And Berkeley checks in for him. So Great Falls goes small, as does Tech with Engstrom on the bench. Goldseth comes in, and Coates will get a rest. Coates now with 13 on the night, the leading scorer for Tech. 39-34, under 10 to play. And an offensive on McCurr. Seventh team foul on Great Falls. So Tech with only 2 team fouls. They're going to be shooting 1-1 for pretty soon. Williams to Vining. Ball movement has been better here in the second half, but too much dribbling. The steal by Barnes. And Gins gets it right back, but fouls Barnes. And that'll be the 13th foul of the half. That's Gins' second. Farmer in. McCurr will take a seat. Barnes, tough shot, the leaner. Barnes out of Seattle You got guys from all over the country, all over the world, actually, for Great Falls. There are only 2 players on this team that come from the state of Montana. Goldseth in the corner. He has been very selective and patient with his shots. Tough pass. Good tip by Williams to Goldseth for 3. Yes! Beautiful ball movement by Tech. And Burr with the little short jumper. If I were Coach Owens, I would tell Burr to shoot more. He's 2 for 2. He hasn't hit the rim. 42-38. Tech on top by 4, 8.5 to go. Okike with the offensive rebound and the putback. (44-38). This zone defense seems to be working pretty well for Tech this second half. You cannot leave him open, though, Burr. Farmer nearly gets it stripped, and good second effort. And 1. Another late whistle. Third on Okike. Vining nearly got the entry pass stolen. And then somebody, I couldn't see who it was, nearly stripped Farmer on the way up. And then Farmer stayed with it and got the basket and the foul. So Engstrom is into the game, and Arcau on cue checks back in as well. Berkeley takes the seat. So now you got the 2 big men back in the game with just under 8 to play. Arcau, not in any kind of foul trouble. He only has 1 foul. Berkeley has 4 as Farmer gets the free throw. And Engstrom, the only Tech player in any kind of trouble, he has 3. Good defense by Great Falls, and that's going to be a foul on Lucas Vining. Not a good entry pass as Farmer got his hand on it and tipped it in the air, and Vining just trying to make an effort at getting the loose ball. Fouled Farmer over the back. 44-41. Tech trying to protect this 3-point lead. Arcau dared to shoot it. He's made 2 from there tonight. One in the first half and that one. He's got 22. On 9 of 16 shooting. Makes it a 1-point game. Into Engstrom, and they're going to call an offensive foul. The one official underneath the basket was not going to call offensive, and he deferred to the official right in front of the Tech bench. That's just the way Engstrom plays. And you saw Arcau and Engstrom giving a touch of hands. He did lower the shoulder a bit, but Arcau, in quintessential European fashion, did a pretty good job of selling that one. Under 7 to play. Great Falls can get the lead back. Jumper. No good. Doesn't hit anything. Vining with the rebound. Here's Coates. Pull up from 18 feet. Yes. Knew that one was going in the moment he released it. He was right in rhythm. Pretty. Oh. Nearly a foul on Coates. Elbow jump shot, no good. Arcau over the back, and he just skies over Okike. He's just too big. He's got 24. Doomer is still on the bench. And Engstrom has the 4 fouls. Check that. I don't even see Carson on the bench. Don't know if he is hurt. He's not checking in the scores table. Coates for the long three, no good. Okike with the offensive rebound, and he is not fouled. What a lot of contact. And now they call the ticky-tack on Gins. So that's the 17th foul, and that sends Lockett to the line shooting 1 and 1. So timeout with Engstrom on the bench with 4 fouls. You got Sadiq in civilian clothes. I still don't see Carson Doomer anywhere. And Coach O'Hara is giving a long look at the officials. He did not like that last sequence of events, and I don't blame him. Okike went up, and he got fouled. So Lockett heads to the line with a chance to put Great Falls back on top by 1. It's a 46-45 game. 5:42 on the clock. Lockett is a 66% free throw shooter, and that one rolls out. Ten to shoot. Coates to Vining with Arcau on him. Good closeout. Gins for 3. Yes, no. And Vining with the offensive rebound. And that one not even close off of the glass. 5 to play. Here's Burr. That's Farmer going right at the glass. And Goldseth comes up with a rebound. Boy, the misses for both teams continue to pile up. Tech now at 30% and Great Falls at 38% shooting. So those numbers are at least better. It was pretty dismal for Tech for a while. They were shooting in the teens. Engstrom's going to check in at the next whistle. 4.5 to play. No sense in leaving him out there any longer with the shot clock winding down. Coates with a huge 3. Coates has come alive here in this second half. He's got 3 3-pointers, and the lead is 4. Arcau, with nobody out there big enough to stop him, just a man among boys, just shoots over everybody else. He's got 26. And you got to get Engstrom back in there. So Coach O'Hara still has 4 timeouts left. You got 4 minutes and 3 seconds. There you see the score on the Best Western scoreboard. Arcau has just been going off. You don't have Sadiq, you don't have Doomer, and you got Engstrom with 4 fouls. But Engstrom, if he can be out on the floor for the last 4 minutes and 3 seconds, and if Tech can hold on to this lead, they'll be 2-10. 3 and 9. If they end up tied for that tiebreaker, will obviously go 10 attack by virtue of winning both games head to head. Coach now with 17 on the night. 10 of those coming in the second half. Czech really helping themselves at the free throw line, unlike the ladies who did miss quite a few free throws in their loss. Czech is 12 of 13. That's 92% as a team. On the year, Tech has done a good job. They're 72% from the free throw line. Gins to inbound. Great Falls still in that zone defense. And before the shot, they're going to call the foul as a beautiful pass from Gins, a little touch pass to the sliding Engstrom as he went to the rim. So that's the 8th team foul on the Argos as Engstrom gets set to shoot the 1-and-1, a 79% free throw shooter. Too long. Got to know where Burr is behind the arc. A three-pointer gives the Argos a 1-point lead. Arcau. Engstrom has got to avoid a foul. Travel. A huge turnover for the Diggers. And so 3.5 to play. Berkeley's going to take a seat, and Malik Barnes checks back in. Since the month of December, Montana Tech has had one win, and that was against the Argos in Great Falls. And Coates with the friendly touch. He's got 19, the lead is 4. 3:13 to play. Goldseth nearly gets the steal. And Lockett very patient. Farmer for 3, no good. Great box out by Lucas Vining. Here comes Coates. Goldseth, wide open, 3, hit it, yeah! (54-47). I thought Cale Goldseth, when he took that pass, walked. They didn't call it. I think sometimes the officials will let you get away with it if you continue the motion and shoot. But he took that extra step, didn't shoot, and then was so wide open, he had to take it. That's his second big three-pointer here in the second half. So here's the situation. 2:50 to play. Tech is up 7. Both teams in the 1-and-1. Coach O'Haron has 4 timeouts to work with. Engstrom has 4 fouls. Nobody else in any kind of danger for Tech. Lucas Vining has 3, but there's under 3 to play, no worries. Great Falls tonight is only 1 for 5 from behind the arc. Thursday night at Lewis Clark State, they went 6 of 11 in the second half. So they took a ton of shots from behind the arc, but they haven't gone there tonight. And coming into tonight, we should have known that this is the kind of game we would have, because Montana Tech and Great Falls are the 2 lowest scoring teams in the league. And again, not by virtue of the way they play like MSU Northern. They grind you out and takes a lot of time on the shot clock. These 2 teams just could not hit shots in the first half. Oh, and a beautifully designed play out of bounds. The lob to Barnes, and that time it worked. So a well-designed play by Coach Owens. Five-point lead. Tech can choose to be selective, but they don't want to slow down. They've had such good energy on offense tonight. 8 to shoot. Goldseth right at Arcau, and they call the foul. I thought the big Spaniard had it clean up top, but the official's going to call him with a follow-through. He's saying he followed through after getting the ball and hit him in the head. Well, good for Cale Goldseth, 5'11", 160 pounds, soaking wet, went right at the 6'9" Arcau. His first miss from the line tonight. Engstrom's going to take a seat, get a breather with 2:14 to go. So you've got Okeke, who's going to have to body up on Arcau. So Goldseth 1 out of 2. He's got 13 on the night. Coates with 19 and Goldseth with 13, one of his best games of the season. Berkeley for 3. No good. Coates with the rebound. The pitch ahead to Gins. Yo, he misses the dunk and takes a hard fall. He blew the dunk. And Vining on the other end challenges the dunk attempt by Berkeley, but Gins hit the deck hard. Coates had a beautiful pitch ahead, and he was completely parallel with the ground at about 4 or 5 feet up. Just like a bull rider getting bucked off a bull, but he didn't land on 2 feet of dirt. He landed on 2 inches of solid wood. What a huge turn of events, because 2 points would have put Tech back on top by 8. Instead, you've got Berkeley shooting 2 with a chance to cut this to a 4-point game. Well, Berkeley on the season, boy, did they foul the right guy. He's a 29% free throw shooter, or am I reading his 3-point stats? Check that. That's his 3-point shooting percentage. He's 69% from the free throw line. And Gins is up, and he's going to be okay. He certainly did take a really hard fall. Probably just got the wind knocked out of him. Sometimes you see guys on a dunk attempt, they go after it hard, and the ball goes flying off the back rim. Cruz Gins wasn't even close on that one. These are some big free throws. He hits the first. Second one is good. 151. It's a 55-51 ball game. Coach Aaron wants another timeout. 23 on the shot clock. 144 on the game clock. 55-51. You look at the free throw shooters out there, the ball is in Jalen Coates' hands a lot, and he's only a 60% free throw shooter. Fleming Okeke is about 65%. But everyone else out there, Lucas Vining, Gins, Engstrom, even Akeem Williams, Cale Goldseth, are all really pretty good free throw shooters. And so is John Chapman at 88%, but John Chapman has hardly played at all here in the second half. Gins Jr. has not had the hot hand. He's 3 of 15, 0 for 6 from behind the arc, but he has hustled and played really hard. He's got 12 rebounds. He had, I think, 9 in the first half. 3 assists as well. He has played really well. He's got a high motor. He's got to work a bit on that jump shot. He likes to fade away and kind of kick that leg out, and will pretty much do it every time he shoots it, even with a defender, without a defender in his face. So you've got Vining, Goldseth, Engstrom, Coates, and Okeke in the ball game for Tech. Tough spot to inbound the ball in, but they get it into Goldseth. 18 to shoot. No rush. You want to get off a good shot. Vining was open for a moment for three. And again, Howard gets his hand in the passing lane. Lucas has to be a bit more crisp to that pass. And maybe every now and then go to a bounce pass. 12 to shoot. Goldseth with it. 7 to shoot. They're going to try and deny Jalen Coates. Engstrom from 15. Yes! By far his biggest bucket of the night. Lead back to 6. Lockett to Howard. This is not a team that is good at coming from behind. Great Falls. Arcau. Good defense by Engstrom. They get a second chance. And an offensive foul. I thought somebody got a hand on Lockett. And as he was going after the loose ball, he went right into Cale Goldseth. So 2 huge plays out of that timeout. A jumper by Engstrom and the drawn charge by Goldseth. 1:02 to play. 57-51. Great Falls does not need to foul yet, but they do. It's a 2-possession game, and they send Engstrom, one of the better free throw shooters, to the line. Engstrom is 0 for 1 tonight, but he's got 2 coming. He's been long on both free throws tonight. He's 0 for 2. This is a biggie because if you make this one now, it's a 3-possession game. Tech still with 3 timeouts. Great Falls has 2. Short, 2 big misses. Berkeley, yes. That's a 4-point turnaround right there. The 2 free throw misses and Berkeley with the jumper. 57-53, 48.4 to go. So you got 1 timeout left for Great Falls. Montana Tech has not found themselves in this position much this year, if at all, where they're in a position to maintain and hold on to a lead late in the game. Early on in the season, they blew out Concordia University twice. Then they blew out Northwest Indian twice. Then they blew out Yellowstone Christian College by about 40 or 43. And then they beat Great Falls by 8 back on January 16th. So this is the one close game this year that I can recall where they've got the lead at this point in the game. They lost by 3 the other night, but they were trailing pretty much throughout. .4. Got to get the ball in bounds. And they do. Nice ball fake by Williams. Oh, dangerous pass. They don't need to foul yet, but it looks like they're going to. Dangerous pass to Engstrom, who goes up strong. Paul Engstrom with 2 huge buckets here late in the game. 30 to play. Farmer for 3. No good. And Goldseth with the rebound. And a foul on Great Falls. That might do it. 59-53. 25.6 seconds to go. That's 3 straight missed free throws. (60-53). That makes it a 3-possession ball game. Williams to the bench, a little frustrated at himself, but he's given Coach O'Hara some nice minutes. 2 assists, 5 points. 23 seconds. Here's Burr. Smartly not giving him a three-pointer. Howard short on the 3, and Vining with the rebound. .3 now, 60-53. And Coach O'Hara, and I think, can start to breathe a little easier. You got 2 free throws coming. It's a 3-possession game, and Great Falls is not a good three-point shooting team. And Lucas Vining is a very good free throw shooter. 78%, hits the first. Tech now at 70% from the free throw line. Prior to these last few minutes, I think they were 12 of 13. But they missed 3 straight, and now they've hit 3 straight. Well, a very satisfying performance tonight for Montana Tech as they get the season sweep on Great Falls, as that miss by Barnes should do it. 5 seconds to go. And that will be it. 62-53. Montana Tech gets its second league win of the season and the season sweep on Great Falls. Tech improves to 7-18 overall and 2-10 in conference play. On the night, the numbers, they're not pretty. Tech shot 34%. Great Falls shot 36%. Great Falls was 1 of 9 from behind the arc, and Tech, not much better. They were 6 of 20, but they had a few really big ones there in the second half, especially the one by Goldseth and Coates. Coates had 29 points after a fairly quiet first half. Cale Goldseth, one of his best games in a Tech uniform. He had 13 points and 3 rebounds and an assist. Cruz Gins Jr., a little bit all over the map, 7 points, but 3 assists and 12 rebounds. He really hustled tonight. And Engstrom, because of foul trouble, didn't get a whole lot of points and rebounds, still had 8 points and 6 rebounds. For Great Falls, Daniel Arcau had a fantastic performance with 26 points, 7 rebounds. He was 11 of 19, and a lot of those misses were early on, little gimmies. But then in the second half, with Doomer not dressed or on the bench for the second half, and Engstrom in foul trouble, Arcau really had his way. So, your final, 62-53. Again, Tech with its second win. They have to hope they get a little bit of help, can pick up another league win, and they might find themselves in the Frontier Conference Tournament. So for our entire crew, I'm Peter Young. Thanks for watching and tuning in on this Saturday night. Enjoy the Super Bowl, folks, tomorrow. We've got a few more games here in the month of February. We will be back next weekend. We have LC State on the 13th, and then on the week after that, we have got Rocky Mountain and Montana Western. So 3 more home games this year. So long, everybody. Good night, and again, enjoy the Super Bowl.